This is my post-fight reaction to Jin Sasaki versus Shoki Sakai. This is a very good fight. Sakai was able to be effective against Jin Sasaki. I thought that Jin Sasaki's, uh, a lot of people leaning towards him as far as a knockout in this fight because he has almost 100% knockout rate. But in this fight, I felt like Sakai was a guy who, if you look at his resume, very, very tough to knock out. It's never been stopped before. I feel like him being stopped was going to be a huge reach, um, just because of what I've seen from Sasaki. His style matchup against a guy who's like an inside fighter, who throws a lot of hooks, who has a very good chin. It was just going to be a stretch. It was going to be hard for him to get him up out of there. And I noticed that Jin Sasaki likes to throw combinations and, likes to throw a good right hand at times, but Sakai, he's just a guy who he's seen all that before. If you look at the opponents he's faced, it just was gonna be a tough sledding, and that's what Jin Sasaki found out. The combinations just didn't work out. He was able to take the punches, be effective, counter punch, and that kind of kept Jin Sasaki on his toes, kept him at bay throughout the fight. He was able to land some clean shots. Everything that he does in the fight, he was effective with. But it just wasn't enough to get a stoppage. It just wasn't. I feel like at that size of 147, it was just too much. This guy, Sasaki, is a very tough fighter. If you realize how much power he has and the experience, this is probably the most powerful and experienced guy, even though he has 15 losses. You got to realize this guy has fought a lot of people and never been stopped, and he's fought elite competition. This isn't you could say Sasaki is probably not the best prospect he's fought. He's fought other prospects as well. And, Sasaki wants to face the top competition at welterweight, whether it's Ennis or Stanionis or Brian Norman or Mario Barrios, but you got to realize this levels to that weight, to that division, and the guy he just faced today, he's a tough fighter who goes the distance with most people, so it's not really something to hang your hat on as far as, oh, well, he went the distance with him and everybody else. Yeah, but you still want to make a good impression, and to jump from that kind of fight to these other guys, that'll be a huge leap. I know he's fought Rocha before, but Zakai's a good fighter, though. He was able to mix it up, and I knew he was going to be a tough fight for Jin Sasaki. If he wasn't going in here focused, he would have got stopped. So good thing he was actually focused and able to put some combination together throughout this whole fight, and was able to jab and be effective and throw some hooks to the body. But Sakai, he showed that why he's a tough fighter and never been stopped before. That's definitely what he showed Sasaki today. Sasaki ended up winning the fight on unanimous decision, so, he was able to bounce back and show what he has to give out there in the ring. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.